All right, Alita, I'm turning this over to you.
Hello, everybody. This is the third Tuesday of the month, which we usually have a little bit more of an advanced training. And I'm super excited about our guest tonight. My guest is actually part of the larger HEAT team. And I first met her and she was handing out little Hawaiian flowers inside of our closing remarks. And I was like, oh man, I want to be her. I want to go to Hawaii. That's how I met you first, Pam. And so I've gotten to know her, and she popped into Phoenix about a month ago, and we went running around looking at pregnancy centers, and she wanted to gift some of the centers a donation. That's what we get to do when we get to the top of our companies. We get to gift organizations we truly believe in. And so I'm really excited to have Pamela Sue. She was telling me about the Healthy Living affiliates. And I was like, I honestly, and I don't know about you guys, maybe you could raise your hand, but I honestly have not plugged into the Healthy Living affiliates. And we spent a couple hours in her lobby and I was like, man, this is really cool. And I loved everything she said. And I asked her if she could be a guest on our call. And I forgot to tell you, I'm an NMD with the HEAT team, and I'm really excited that you all joined us tonight. So I want to introduce Pamela Sue. She's been with the Juice Plus company for 25 years. Her background is waiting tables and cleaning homes, and which is how she supported her son as a single parent. When he turned 14, he went to live with his dad, and Pam answered a pro-life missionary call in Atlanta. While in her 40s, Pam's health went down, spiraled, and she began juicing and had a juicing regimen. A friend learned what she was doing, and she introduced Pam to Juice Plus and showed her a way to pay for it. Pam said yes to the mission-driven model, and in 3 years, she achieved the National Marketing Director position and was nominated for an Elton for sales and income growth. 2 years later, she achieved 39 Club, and in 2015, the 100 Club. She was also nominated for an Elton for the Healthy Starts program and 39 Club Member of the Year, and received an Elton for in-home meetings. Ooh. So she's the one we go to. She's a Presidential Marketing Director Plus. That's about as high as you can go. And she said something to me when I was with her, and she said, I don't care about titles. I just care about helping teams grow. And so I really, really love that about her. And Pamela, I'm going to turn it over. The cool thing, a fun thing about Pamela is that she is building 2 homes off the grid in Hawaii. So I am super excited to come and see those. Really?
Well, that's my story. So you just I was going to share my story with everyone, Alita. It's always such an honor to participate in anything that Nikki is leading. And, you know, Nikki has been a mentor of mine for a long time. And a lot of what I have embraced with Healthy Living affiliates, I learned from her and Chris, and just mindset, because really it is all about our mindset. So thank you, all of you, for being a part of this and being willing to learn. And it's just an honor. Thank you. So I'm going to share my story. And 25 years ago, I was living alone in an old farmhouse in rural Georgia with too many stray dogs. My son, whom I had raised as a single parent, went to go live with his dad. I was a cleaning lady then. I was working 6 days a week and with a 2-hour daily commute. My mother was in Virginia, and she announced she was going to lose her eyesight. And boy, did I worry about her. And as I worried about her, I started to worry about myself too, because I started thinking, how am I going to take care of myself when I get older? And I felt really exhausted. I felt very stressed and worried and isolated. So of course my health plunged into a downward spiral. And I was seeking and praying for answers. And I learned about the juicing concept. And that did help, but it was very, very expensive and time consuming. And then that friend invited me to come and learn about this innovative company. And I went, and there was juicing in a capsule. The powders were there, better than what I was doing, a fraction of the cost. I thought that was amazing. My jaw dropped. What? And then I learned I could share this concept with others and not only pay for the daily plant food support for myself and my mom, if I was coachable and willing, I could earn recurring income that would provide for my future. So yeah, the title part didn't mean so much to me, but my future did. And I saw that I could actually create an income for the future. So the income was important to me, but the title's not so much. And what I learned was that the club levels was where you want duplication of the clubs is what you wanted to focus on. So I never worked for the titles. They were always a distraction for me. I just like worked for the club levels, right? So I said yes to the Juice Plus company. And yep, in 3 years, I was able to retire from all those cleaning jobs. And my mom could still see to drive. So that was really cool. I had more energy, all the aches and pains subsided because I was able to recover my health naturally. I had money I could invest into natural remedies and treatments. Eventually, I did realize that impossible dream and returned to Hawaii, where I grew up as a teenager and left in my senior year. And I was able to pay cash for 2 off-the-grid properties on the Big Island, 1 to live in and 1 to rent. So that's where I'm at today. And the one that I'm working on now is still under construction. And so I'm kind of in between all of that. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. But all I can say is my name is Pamela Sue, and I believe everyone deserves to take back their health, live with a sense of purpose and peace, knowing that they can have food security and financial stability. So that's my story. And I think, Lolita, you might want to have some questions for me, or how did you want to go on the next part of that?
Alita, you need to unmute yourself.
Sorry, I just saw that. There's so many airplanes going above this house. I was like, I just wanted to ask you a little bit more about the Healthy Living affiliates. What made you decide to kind of switch gears and go from talking about all the illnesses and the illness preventions and the studies to the Healthy Living language?
Well, thank you. But I never really jumped on board with the disease-specific model. When I started this business, Smokey Santillo was teaching us about the body's ability to heal itself. And he was teaching us about cleansing and rejuvenation. And I don't know when the path switched to focusing on disease specifics, but I wanted to stay on that because I learned from Chris and Nikki and others who were teaching personal growth and development. I think about Sharon Rankin a lot because she always used to say, what you focus on, you create. So why would we want to focus on cancer and heart disease and stroke and diabetes and then is Juice Plus going to help with this disease or that disease? I got really frustrated with that. So I kept my focus always on the body has an ability to heal itself. So if somebody asked me, will it help with this disease or will it help with that disease? Well, of course, it's going to help with any disease process. It's going to give the body the fuel it needs to recover. So taking it off of the looking for a quick fix cure and putting it back on, give your body the fuel that it needs, fruits and vegetables, and the body can perform. So I was kind of for a long time there noticing even in my downline as they were picking up on this disease specific stuff, swimming upstream like a lone salmon, but it's the only way I could go. So when Healthy Living affiliates came up, I was like so excited to finally have a tool because that's exactly what Jeff Olson is doing. He's focusing on more energy, on performance, on fueling the body with plant powders, right? And getting really clear on what Juice Plus is, right? Plant powders. You talk about Juice Plus, I go, what's that juicy thing you're still doing? They don't even know what that is. That was frustrating. And then he starts talking about affiliate income plus and how we can offer the whole package to people and give them a way to pay for it. And that's something else I always embraced, you know, where would I be today if somebody didn't offer a way to pay for my Juice Plus for myself and my mom? I was a cleaning lady. I didn't want to take on another cleaning job. to pay for my mother's product. I was happy with my juicing regimen. They did say it was the next best thing after all. And I was going to stay with it until I really took a look at it and saw it was way superior. The under promise, over deliver thing. But I was happy to know I could pay for it for my mother. And then eventually, of course, after I think I sold, don't tell anybody this, 10 customers on Juice Plus before I even started taking it. And that should be a plus for anybody, because I was juicing already. So, but what I did understand was the education that fruit and vegetable nutrition was going to give the body support that it needs to come back into health, to come back into performance, to fuel the body through nature, to heal it and to cause performance, right? So I was already juicing. I'd say to him, well, do you take it? I said, no, I have a Champion juicer. It costs about $200 back then. It's probably about $4 or $5 now, right? It was the top of the line juicer. Would you prefer to go and buy the juicer, or would you like to take it in a capsule? And that's about $2 a day. Oh yeah, we'll take the capsule. Thank you. So just so you know, it wasn't just like I went out there and got 10 customers just but I understood the concept of the body's ability to heal for performance, right? So, you know, my health was getting better. How could I keep that to myself? And how could I keep to myself that there was a way to pay for it and do more if they wanted to? So that was not really, I never really left the path of disease-specific language, but I was frustrated with it because everybody around me is using it. So when Healthy Living Affiliates came up, I was like, yay, so grateful. And I love the language that he's introduced, like affiliate income. We didn't talk about that before. What do? I'm a affiliate with a worldwide health food company. Oh, really? When you start saying that to people, they go, wow. And then we specialize in plant powders in a capsule. We've got over 30 years of research behind it to prove it works. They want to know more, right? And then we have education through the website, through the videos, that we can continue that educational process for them. So any other questions, or should I show my screen, share my screen?
We were going to reenact the whole thing, but then we talked about it, and she's going to show the screen, and then we're going to I'll send you the boards app that you'll have step by step, but it's much better for you to know where to go to get this information. So Pamela, go ahead and show your screen so you can walk down the steps.
Yeah, we were, you know, so what I've done is I love to do in-home meetings. In-home meetings is what took me from, you know, being a cleaning lady to national marketing director in 2 years. You know, it really was 2 years. My first year, I was just kind of playing around like everybody. I was a sales coordinator, you know, in 6 months. That made sense to me. The fast track program wasn't an option for me. I had to do that. I wasn't leaving any money on the table for any upline to pick up. Bob Burdick's really good at teaching that. And, but I wasn't committed to going, you know, to the national marketing director position till a year later when I went to my first conference, and then I saw the income opportunity and what we could do. And I made a commitment that I would do it or die on the side of the road trying, right? So Jim Rohn was the keynote speaker, you guys. If you aren't listening to Jim Rohn every day, you really should. It'll keep you going in this, and it'll keep your brain in the right place. You know, his principles and what he teaches are timeless. They're never going to go away. And in-home meetings, when they came out, I was able to excel even further. And with this, we did create, I do have an in-home meeting, which Alita is referring to, that's in a board step-by-step, how to invite, how to use this website. You can do with it what you want. We will give that to you. But this is the website, and I'll see if I can, I don't know, Alita, you said there's a way to make the screen big. And I don't see it. Okay, I think it's up at the top. So there's too many bars on this thing. I'm gonna see if I can view. There it is, view, full, exit full screen. So it's saying that it's full screen, so you should be seeing full screen. I hope you are. But of course, it's the website, right? So yeah, it looks pretty full screen, right?
Yeah, it looks great.
All right, good. So you go to healthylivingaffiliates.com, and what I would suggest, I mean, this for me, just start listening to what there's to the webinars here. You know, look how positive it looks, right? It's so upbeat, and you know, first thing you send somebody to this and they look at that, whoa, tower gardens, right? What a great way to lead in. And then, you know, here's the plant powders, here's the proven results, #1 in affiliate income with health food. And then we've got the library recordings, and I'll show you that. But before I do that, I want to play the 3-minute video. Is that okay if I play the video for them so they can kind of get a taste of what this is all about?
Yes, and let me just say something. Be listening to see, Pamela, we're going to let you know if we can hear it clearly. Sometimes on Zoom, there's a very specific button you need to press to make it so that when you're playing a video, we can hear it. And so start playing it and I'll let you know if it's coming across clearly.
Okay, okay.
Food is a weapon. It's the biggest drug on the planet.
All good.
But it can be a weapon of mass vitality if used wisely.
Okay, so what you're looking at is this. If I click on YouTube, it'll take it off. But is this second here where it says micronutrition gains for anyone? Okay, just so you know. Okay, it's 3 minutes.
And it's playing great.
Time. So 7 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, 9 servings, 12 servings if you're an elite athlete or an athlete that wants more from your body. Have your body perform. We understand how fruits and vegetables help our body on the health side. Not many people understand how it helps them on the performance side. Food does 3 things. It fuels us, it builds us, it gives us energy, it gives us amino acids and proteins that, as I say, matter to the building blocks, and around carbs, proteins, and fats, calories. It's macronutrient, but the micronutrient side is the majesty of whole food. And what it does inside the body is condition our physiology, condition physiological function. There are tens of thousands of molecules, tens of thousands of nutrients. Another way to think of this is if the macronutrients are kind of that you see in the iceberg above, we all know 80% of that iceberg resides beneath the water, and that is beneath the water of whole food or beneath what you can see, touch, taste, feel. No calories, the phytonutrient, metabolite, enzymatic world conditions your body. Thousands of nutrients to deliver systemic results. No calories here, way beyond vitamins and minerals. As I said, postbiotics, phytochemicals, metabolites, and look, as I said, food does 3 things. It fuels us, it builds us, and it conditions us. And it's the conditioning part of micronutrition that addresses this physiology spectrum you're seeing here. On the left side, you have poor physiology. On the right side, you have peak physiology and anything in between. These are all states of your physiology, wherever you are. And as we age or as we have lifestyle that puts a burden on us, so like a hard training athlete or unhealthy lifestyles, body has a tendency to break bad, but we can level it up with the micronutrition, with the biochemistry of nutrient-dense foods. Whether you're going left or right, what food does, as I said, is condition, fuel, and build. It's the conditioning part that is the domain of micronutrition, and it's a compounding effect. So in the 20th century, we understood those molecules to be vitamins and minerals. But in modern 21st century, there are, as I said, these tens of thousands that provide just-in-time inventory, the biochemistry to deliver physiological conditioning and physiological function across those states. So each little yellow dot you see here is a micro gain, is an advance, it's an optimize, it's a level up, it's a gain, it's a performance advancement. And what the difference is between these beets and these beet powders is simply the removal of water. And powders, beets, the nutrient density deliver conditioning for anyone at a systemic level, deeper level. And I call these sort of daily micronutrition gains. These are all gains, advantages. Your body activates stuff, it modulates stuff, it protects stuff, and you want all of this thing stacked up and working together. There's a lot going on in this slide because there's a lot going on in your body. We're way beyond carbs, proteins, and fats here, right? And wherever you fall on the physiology spectrum, the greatest generation, the next generation, type 2 diabetic, a type A personality, a professional athlete, a pregnant woman, someone you love, someone you hate, anyone, right? Wherever you are on the spectrum, whoever you are, nutrient-dense matter, nutrient-dense foods put in the body over time will help you level up.
How about that? Can you hear the energy? You send that to somebody, you know, using that if I were you, would you just check it out and give me your opinion? They're going to want more. I have found every person that I have met to, they want to learn more. And then you can come down here and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4-part series. So you go here where it says view series, right? click on view series. And there is a, oh, it's letting me in, but there is a password, and the password is affiliates, all lowercase, and it's a 4-part series. Here you are. This is my favorite one right here because it's 17 minutes and it shows everything. I love this video. If you want more just on the product, this one's just product oriented. Here's more just about the business. And then here's some training, you know, just simple, basic training. And look who it is, right? Jamie Kenzie, Jamie Cantrell, Jeff, Melissa Falco, and Emily Otten. So there's some really good training there. And then you can scroll down and people can learn more, because if you have taken the GoPro training, it's always about a difference between an amateur who wants to go out there and convince and persuade people versus a professional who educates people with a series of exposures to help people understand. And we have it all right here. Setting appointment, following up, getting, you know, will you look at this video? Will you look at this one? There's so much to choose from here, right? And it's all in one website. And you've got everything you need. You cannot order from this website. You can get trained. You can use this as a series of exposure. People can see it. The energy flows through every single one of those videos with health and performance and affiliate income plus. And one of the things I love that he talks about here is the 85% of people are just going to be affiliates. And just want to get a little kickback, maybe get 1 or 2 customers. Another 15% of people are going to maybe be builders, earn $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000 or $2,000 a month. And then you have your professionals, and that would be those who want to build team, like 12 club or above, right? So, you know, you can fall in any of those categories, but once people understand, they're not going to be pressured. And there's no pressure here. It's just, where do you want to fall? Do you want to just earn a little bit? Okay, you can sign up. And today, I mean, until the end of the month, you know, we got the 30, what is it? $30
off, $30 off.
$30 to do business with the company instead of 52, and 30, yeah, it's 30, 30, 30, right? 30 samples when you get an order, right? So they can do that. And, we're in a place now where we're not in a retail environment anymore. We're not. People are looking at ways to save money and cut back. And we keep just trying to retail people instead of retailing people and offering them a way to save. We're not going to be as successful as we can be if we shift the gear into retailing to recruit to train. That's another Sharon Rankin. She teaches how to retail, to recruit, to train. So everything you do, what you're going to do is going to duplicate, whether that's good or bad. But why not do it the professional way? Share the education, set an appointment, follow up. And when somebody wants to do what you're doing, then they can get I can do that. Same thing with the in-home events, right? Keep it super simple. And what we do is we show this video right here in the in-home events, and we show the 3-minute one on the Zoom events. So in the board, you can get an in-home event or you can get a Zoom event, and everything is laid out for you how to do it really simple. And the principles will never change, you guys. Go ahead and go on social media instead of standing in line at the post office like I had to do to find more market. But I don't care, you're still gonna have to get off and have conversations with those people. Can't stand in line at the post office and not get a phone number and follow up with that person. That's how I had to build my business. I had to go and go stand in line somewhere to find 2 people to talk to every day to follow up with them every day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I totally remember that.
Until I was a 39 club, right? Now you guys are social media, but you still have to talk to them. You still have to get face to face with these people and build relationships with them, or it's going to go away, right? You have to connect. That's what we do. That's what life is all about. Life is never going to change unless you want to have some relationships with the AI robots that are coming alive, right? Go ahead. No, thank you. I'm not doing that. I want people. with blood and flesh and all that. I don't want any AIs. They don't need the Juice Plus. They need something totally different. It has nothing to do with what we have. There's plenty of humans out there, 7 billion, right? That
I wanted to interrupt you for a minute. I decided after meeting up with Pamela that I was going to do it for a teammate. So Nancy Reel, she's on the call, and we did a Healthy Living affiliate presentation at her house. She had a wine and wellness, and we showed the 17-minute video. It was flowed very easy. As soon as they walked in the door, we gave them a shake. Then we had them grab their wine. We had a table of appetizers. They all sat down. 17 minutes went fast. Everybody liked it. Then we showed them a short, like 3-minute Tower Garden video. And all we did was just fellowship and just talk to each other and, you know, just have a really nice evening. And it was very successful. I was really proud of Nancy for building that. So, but I wanted to try it first before, you know, to see how it went. And it's true. It was so easy to follow that system. It was like right down the line. And then of course, hand out the order forms. Some of you have asked about the cost of things. I want to make sure that you guys get exactly what you want and pick the exact program that you want. And we did talk a little bit about the shred program. Nancy ended up being the facilitator. She was the host, and so she had to do the close, and she was able to just do the close very easily because the script was there. It was really easy for her. And I just was really happy with how things went. It was different. I have to admit, it was different, Pamela.
The energy was different, and you're offering them everything. You know, we got to quit prejudging people and deciding for them what we think they're going to want. We don't know what they're going to want. Who are we to know unless they've told us? So let's just offer it all and let them fall on it where they want to, whether that's a Tower Garden, whether that's the essential capsules, whether that's the Healthy Starts program, wherever it is. And then let's show them a way they can pay for it because they deserve to know it. And that's all I have to say about that. I think we're right at the 30-minute mark. So yay,
yeah, you rock, you rock. If anybody has a last minute question for Pamela, you can stop sharing your screen and we can just all see one another if you would like.
Okay, yep.
Just raise your hand, your virtual hand, or just open up you're unmuting and ask the question if anybody has one. Have you noticed an uptick in your team and the energy with them and the growth? Because a lot of people are saying right now is kind of a goofy time because people are, have you noticed it?
Totally. Everybody's, I think, sick and tired of focusing on disease, especially after the last 3 years. We don't want to hear it anymore. Let's get off of it. I don't want to talk about that anymore. You know, we don't need to. We're going to help them get healthy for performance. We want to get out there and get off the couch.
So Noreen, I see you had a question.
Yes. So do you send them the healthylivingaffiliates.com? Is that how you get to that to send to someone?
No, I send them the 3-minute video. If I'm going to send them, I send them an invitation to the event. And all of that, the inviting and how to follow up and everything is there in that board. So your questions will be answered in that board. And Nikki's going to, or I guess, Alita, you're going to give that to everybody. Give them the board.
Well, she was like, she got an award for in-home events. So
So we're at the 50 to 39 club in 5 years and the 100 club, you know, and that was my focus. I did not lose that focus. I stayed in my lane with in-home events, and I'm staying in my lane again. Sharing the education, setting appointments, following up. That's my lane. I don't know anything else that's going to work.
Pamela Sue, thank you so much. Alita, all of this is on the Inspire team. Ready? Alita, can you hear me, Alita?
We have frozen.
Pamela Sue, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so Alita's frozen. So when she comes back on, I'll ask her. I'm pretty sure we already had on the HEAT team boards the Healthy Living affiliates, but I just went on to Alita's boards. Alita, you're current on your boards on the Healthy Living Affiliate. So if I go there, I can put it on the HEAT team, correct?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go under events, and then I went
Yeah.
under in-person events, and then went to HLA events.
Okay, all right. So,
If
so
they-
it's already, I had it on the front cover of our entire boards, just Healthy Living Affiliates by itself, so you don't have to go under something. And so that's where it'll be. I got all your stuff, I think, Alita. So it's already there, team. I'm just gonna look back to see what duplications there are, because I already had some of that stuff, but not all of it. So just for the team to know that, and Alita's team already has it all.
And I do update it. So if they want to join the board, then they can get the updates on that. So,
Okay,
you know, that might help too, if they want to join the board. So it's up
Okay.
to you, however you want to give it to them. I'm happy. Thank you, everybody.
that was
Thank you
great.
so
That was
much,
great.
Pamela. Thank you. That was
pleasure.
awesome.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Just
Thank
get into that website and start listening to it and learning that new language and trying it out. What have you got to lose, right? Just enjoy it. Enjoy the journey and get on this new way of thinking and mindset. It's what Chris and Nikki have always taught us, how to stay positive. So we
You're
can do
so sweet, Pamela, and everybody unmute yourselves and give just a warm thank you, a heat thank you to Pamela Sue for coming on tonight.
Pamela.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. Amazing.
Incredible
training.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela.